Kenya Crawford. She says the defendant is a childhood friend and a mechanic, and he also sells cars. She thought she could trust him, but that was a mistake, a big mistake. He sold her a bad car. No one could figure out what was wrong with it, and now he refuses to give her back her money. She's sorry if he's having personal problems, but he owes her money, and she wants the $3,000 she gave him back.
Is there paperwork from this trade-in?
No.
No paperwork?
Friendship.
On a friendship, but you're selling cars for a living. That's not a friendship.
The deal we did was on a friendship basis. So.
Do you just don't use paperwork when you do trades? Trade-in?
No.
No paperwork?
On a friendship thing, so.
On a friendship, but you're selling cars for a living. That's not a friendship.
Well, the deal we did was on a friendship basis, so.
Do you just don't use paperwork when you do trades?
Yeah, I do, but I mean, I was just trying to help her out. Like that's all I was worried about.
What did you do with the Ford F-150?
Well, I originally got it and I was going to fix the stuff myself, but then I noticed it had a transmission leak. The transmission was cracked. The transmission and the transfer case, which was going to cost estimated $2,000. So I wound up just basically junking the truck.
Do you have proof of that?
Not with me.
What do you mean not with you? You're being sued because you kept the value of it. Well, what ends up happening is you return the PT Cruiser.
Yes.
Because it's got a check engine light. You can't get it to turn off. You can't figure out what's wrong with it. He can't figure out what's wrong with it. Chrysler can't figure out why it's turning on. And it makes you nervous? Is the car also actually having problems?
Yes.
Well,
too, with that, something was going on with his dealer license or something. He gave me a temporary tag for 20 days. After 20 days, I said, okay, you ain't got me no car. I need another tag because I can't drive around. He couldn't even produce another.
why not? Because what was wrong with your license at that point?
We were in renewals.
Okay, well, the Honda, according to her, the Honda was a loaner.
The Honda was actually the replacement for the Chrysler PT Cruiser. She registered the car like.
Which car, the Honda?
The Honda, yes. Like you don't.
Did you register the
I
Honda?
never registered Honda.
Can you prove to me she registered the Honda? Do you think I'm some kind of idiot? Do you think a temporary tag means she registered the car, that they're equal sentences?
Temporary tag is temporary registration.
You said she registered the car. Did you misspeak?
I think we're misunderstanding each other. You can't put a temp tag on a car unless the car.
Can you prove to me she registered the Honda in her name? Where did you get that? You just throwing stuff out? Where'd you get that?
That's how she just told you.
Where did you get that she registered the Honda?
The temporary tag is temporary registration. That's registration. That's not a loaner.
Do you think I'm some kind of idiot? Do you think a temporary tag means she registered the car, that they're equal sentences?
Temporary tag is temporary registration.
You said she registered the car. Did you misspeak?
I think we're misunderstanding each other.
Oh, we do.
We are.
I think I understand you perfectly. Now, come on up. What's your name? So now, you're suing him for $3,000?
Yeah.
How do you figure?
How I figure is because the blue book value on the truck was $5,000 and something.
Says who? Show me the blue book value on that truck being $5,000 something with $1,000 worth of damage at least. He says more.
That's what he says. Of course, it's $1,000 now because he's being brought to court.
And he says he junked it, but he doesn't have any evidence to prove that he junked it.
Right.
Did he tell you when you brought him the F-150, the repair will be $1,000 and right?
He said, well, it'd be around $1,000 for me to fix it. And so
I'm sorry, you've chosen what it would cost to buy it from a dealer?
he claimed to be a dealer.
Yeah, that's not how it works though.
Okay. Only for me to fix it. And so
I'm sorry, you've chosen what it would cost to buy it from a dealer?
he claimed to be a dealer.
Yeah, that's not how it works though.
Okay.
I'm going going to order that the defense. I'm ruling in favor of the plaintiffs in this case. I find that the Civic was a loaner. Because there's zero paperwork that it was a sale, and it was never registered by you like he claimed. And I find that the value of the Ford F-150, even in its damaged condition, whatever, is at least $2,000 plus the $420 that you had to pay by him when you got there. That's $2,420. Verdict for the plaintiff.
So the plaintiff does get $2,400 from the defendant, Mr. Jones. Your big problem, it seems like you came to court without any evidence to support anything you were saying, you know?
I was rushing to make my train because I'm coming from Jersey. So
What about the evidence to support anything you were saying, you know?
I was rushing to make my train because I'm coming from Jersey. So
What about your friendship?
we
Evidence to support anything you were saying, you
I
know?
was rushing to make my train because I'm coming from Jersey. So
What about your friendship?
we still cool.
You can be cool?
Yeah.